Shalom, shalom, Israel. Back again today with another lesson this morning. Happy Sabbath to everybody. To everybody in Israel that served this Sabbath of the Father and Son. So, this Sabbath started off this morning. The lesson will be about try the Spirit by their fruits, Israel. Today, Israel, they hear the verse, try the Spirit by the Spirit, but do they know the things to look at when you're trying the Spirit by the Spirit? Do they know the things of good? Do they know the things of the bad spirit? So, we're going to talk about them things today in this lesson, Israel. So, we're going to get started in chapter 1 John, chapter 4, verses 1 through 6. Get there, Israel. I'm going to start. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the Spirit, whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. As we see today, there's a lot of false prophets going out today, a lot of false teachers, elders, all kinds of just false things going on in this world, and our people falling victim for them because they hear a little taste of the truth. That's what Satan do. Satan give you about that much of the truth, and he get you hooked. Now he got you. Now you spreading lies to everybody else because you don't want to read the book and get the true understanding of this. Let's keep reading. Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that is confessed that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God. Let's keep reading. And every spirit that confess not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of the Antichrist shall come, and even now already is it in the world. It really is. It's in the world. You see it running rapidly of the things people doing today. Look at all the follies going on today. Look at all the things going in the world today with men's loving men's and women's loving women's. Their kids killing their parents, kids killing their brothers and sisters, all of the craziness going on right now. All the men that want more attention than women's. It's sad out here today in Israel, and I want people to understand this. It's only going to get worse because our people don't want the book. If you don't want the book, you definitely can't get the fruits of it. So let's keep reading. All right. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that in you, that means the Father in you, than he that is in the world. That means if you got that world in you, that means you got Satan in you. Let's keep going. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world hear them. So, the world hear them because they are the world, they are Satan. So they do what Satan, they hear of Satan. They don't hear the Father, they don't hear the Son's words. So a lot of people tell you they don't. But see, that's why, Satan's so clever, cunning, and crafty. That's what he do. Make things look good and they ain't good. Let's keep reading. We are of God. He that know God heard us. He that is not of God hear not of us. Not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Because we have error. We know the truth. Now, still sometimes we error, but we get right back on that truth. We get to know. That's where you learn from your people. You learn from your people. Not everybody. From your people. And see, when we trying to talk to these people, I know from brothers trying to talk to them on the highways and byways, they run into this situation a lot. Even brothers like ourselves that be online, queens be online, they run into this. Daughter Zion that be online, they run into this, So we know how this goes in our everyday life, interacting outside and inside. So, we have to do our best to wake our people, but sometimes you got a lot of people don't want to wake up because they don't want these fruits of the Spirit. That's why the Father kept telling us, try the Spirit. Try it. So we're going to get more into it Let's get to Matthew 7. Matthew 7. Matthew 7, we be reading verses 16 through 20. All right, y'all made of Israel. Excuse me. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorn or figs for tassels? Let's keep reading. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corruption tree bring forth evil fruit. See, there's a lot of corruption going on in this world. There's a lot of, good can't mix with that evil. You know, light can't mix with darkness. Oil can't mix with water. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to be right. Let's keep reading. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. A good person can't bring forth evil. Let's keep reading. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. So you like this place we live in, this country we live in, we see what they bring forth all the time. Some people think it's good, but we, the people that know that the Father have woke up, know that it's not good. So let's keep reading. Well, I'm just going to read back. I'm going to go back. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Let's read verse 19. Every tree that bring not forth good fruit is hewed down and cast into fire. That means you'll be going to that lake of fire. You know, Israel, get it together. We can't worry about other nations, only worry about our nation. If you ain't bringing forth good fruit, that means that you bringing forth evil fruit. And we will talk about that later on in this lesson. So don't be the ones that bring it forth, that evil fruit. Let's keep moving. All right, verse 20. Wherefore by their fruit ye shall know them. So you need to look for these fruits that we're getting ready to talk about in a few minutes. Let's go to Matthew 12 and 33. Matthew 12 and 33. Let's read. Either make the tree good and have fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt. For the tree is known by his fruit. And we're going to get into these fruits, good fruits and bad fruit. Israel, just hold on 1 minute for me. Just hold on. Just hold on for me. I got something for y'all. Y'all going to enjoy this lesson. Not a long lesson, but you're going to enjoy it. Let's go to Luke 6, and we're going to read 43 to 44. Yeah, Israel, we're going to find these fruits today. So y'all know when y'all be around these people. So let's read. All right. For a good tree bringeth not forth corruption fruit, neither do a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Let's keep reading. For every tree is known by his own fruit. For of thorns of man do not gather figs, nor the blemish of bush gather their grapes. So, there's certain things mix. If you're getting grapes, you're not bringing out part of the tree, bringing with the grapes. People got to get this. You're getting blackberries, you're not bringing brides. Let's keep reading Israel. Now, we're going to talk about in this chapter of Galatians, we're going to Galatians chapter 5. We're going to be reading verses 22 through 23. Now we're going to get into the good fruits. We're in Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23. We will be reading now about the fruits, the good fruits, not the bad fruit, but the good fruits, Israel. So let's get into it. But the fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gladness, and goodness, faith. Verse 23. Let's read. Meekness, temperance, against such there is no law. We're not going to talk about that part because we know if you keep the law, and you got to keep the law throughout generations. But these are the good fruits. When you see these in people that you deal with of Israel, you know they good. But let's keep going because I don't really have to get into the fruits because you should know this by now. If so, let me know in the comment. I'll make a video to break them all down. But we're going to keep going, Israel. And we're going to get into the fruits that is bad, the evil fruits, I should say. Let's talk about these right here, that is evil fruits of the Spirit. We're going to stay in the same chapter, in Galatians chapter 5, and we'll be reading verses 16 through 21. Well, let's go, Israel. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. That's why you can't fulfill this lust of the flesh. Let's keep reading about it. For the flesh lusted against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. So that's why you always constantly fighting that battle in your heart, right up in your mind. But what you should be doing, what you should not be doing, because this flesh love to do others. It love to be contrary to it. They love to do what they want to do. But that's why you have to have that mind of the Father and Son. Only you won't have that. And them fruits, getting in this book. All right, let's keep reading. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. So we led by the Spirit, by them good fruits, what we read above there in Galatians 5, 22 to 23. So let's keep going. Verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatering, various, emulation, wrath, staff, seduction, and here's, let's keep reading. All them is fruits of the evil. Let's eat them evil fruits right there. And I hope don't nobody have them in them. If you do got them, you need to be getting them out here. Eating them, murder, drunkenness, revellings, or such like of these, such like of thee, that which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. So, if you got these things, then you need to be doing your best, praying and fasting to get these about you. Because if you got any of these in you, you will not inherit the kingdom. So I'm going to talk about a few of them. Reveling. And this go into model day. It's all the people like the club and do all the crazy stuff in the clubs and go to house parties, do all the stuff they don't need to be doing. Just a definition of this word, reveling. Okay? Enjoying oneself in living a noisy way, especially with drinking and dancing. So what they do in the club, they drink and dance, loud music, enjoying themselves. They do in all the clubs, the strip clubs, the clubs, the house parties, what they do. They were doing that way back then, so it's like the Father saying nothing new on the Son. Let's keep reading. In Revelation, see, this is another problem with our people today. To equal approach equality. See, our people want equal equality. That's not gonna happen, The Father told us it's not gonna happen in your captivity. Let's keep reading. To strive to be equal exceedingly. All our people want to excel being equal with their enemies. They want to be equal with other people. But the thing about it, they can't be equal with their own people. It's sad. I see that all the time in Israel, but the Father told us we're not going to be equal with your enemies and stuff in your captivity. Let's keep going. Let's talk about the last one. I want to talk about lasciviousness. See, lasciviousness, a lot of people, we all battle this, but a lot of us have got greater with it, and got better with it, about this situation. Let's talk about it. It's sexually interest, desire, lustful, and wanton. See, a lot of people got to get this out of our system. You got to fight that. You don't need that in you. You You trying to serve the Father and the Son, King or Queen, keep that about your system. Because you ain't going to be able to serve him with this right here in your system. There's no way you won't be able to serve him with this in your system. Let's keep going. Israel. So let's go to a few other things I want to talk about this lesson, try the spirit, body fruit, Israel. So let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, and we're going to read verses 14 through 18. Not going to be a long lesson, Israel. Be a short lesson, not long at all today. Not long at all today. So, we get to it. All right. I done made it to it. All right. Let's get to 2 Corinthians chapter 6. I went by actually Israel. Sorry about that. Moving a little too fast. Let me slow it down. Okay, I done made it. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 14 through 18. All right. But ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion had light with darkness? Let's keep reading, because we know we can't dwell with that. Light and darkness don't dwell. Righteous and unrighteous don't dwell either. Let's keep going. And what concord had Christ with Baal? See, we know Baal's of the devil, Satan, and Christ who? As I call the Son, or the great Emmanuel, or Elohim, he is from the Father, the Most High. Let's keep reading. Or what part had he that believed with and in? That's why I just explained. Let's keep going. Verse 16. And what argument had a temple? What agreement had the temple of God with idols? None at all. We don't have nothing to do with that. Let's keep reading. For ye are the temple of the living God, and God hath said, I will dwell in them and work in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. As you see, he do not dwell in no wood or stone or no man-made statue. He dwell among in us. We are the temple that he dwell in. Let's keep going. Verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean things, and I will receive you. So that's why the Father told us that come out of him, in our heart, our head. You know, don't do the things of the heat, don't do the things of the people that even are people that don't do the things of the Father and Son. So you got to let them be. You got to separate. You can't be there. I love everybody Israel. They're gonna get you a trip to the lake of fire, eternal. So you know you don't want to be there. They ain't showing them fruits of the Spirit. Let's keep reading. Verse 18. And will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, said the Lord Almighty. So he telling you, you come about them, you have them good fruits, not them bad fruits, you're going to be his sons and daughters. Let's go to another spot I want to read into. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 5, and we're going to read verses 9 through 11. All right, Israel, I made it there. I wrote unto you in a epistle not to company with fornication. He don't want you company with people that don't do what the book say, that don't have the good fruits of the Spirit. Let's keep reading. Yet now, altogether with the fornication of the world, of this world, or with the covenants, or extortioner, or with the idolatry, for then must ye need go out of the world. That's why you got to get that filth about your mind. Let's keep reading. But now I have written unto you, not to keep company if any man that is called a brother be a fornication, a covetous, or an idolater, or a reveler, or a drunken, or an extortioner, which such a one not to eat. That's why he said don't be around them. I don't care that your co-workers, your family members, if they don't do what the Father and Son do, they ain't got them type of fruits. Get away from them people because they mean you no good. Remember, Satan don't come at you evil and wicked and crazy. He come at you as a friend because he wants you to do what he wants you to do. So what better way to tell you something good? Get you believing and get you puffed up in it. Get you to seem like it ain't bad, but you're doing bad. And you're doing evil. Them evil spirits, that evil fruit. You don't want that. So Israel, got one more spot I'm going to read, and it could conclude this lesson. We will be going to 1 Corinthians chapter 2. Chapter 2. So we're going to go back a few. And this will end the lesson. And we're going to read verses 5 through 16. Because our people need to understand this. Try the Spirit by their fruits, Israel. Let's get into it. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, we're going to read verses 5 through 16. That your faith should not stand in the wisdom of man, but in the power of God. So that's why the Father said, leave man education alone. The way they think is not right for you. The things they give you ain't right for you. The Father shows you all the way up in Genesis what will heal you, that will take care of you. Matter of fact, I didn't put it in the lesson, but I'm going to go in Genesis 1, talk about it real quick, Israel. So, Okay, let me get to it real quick. Okay. All right, we're going to read Genesis 1, and we're going to Genesis chapter 1, and we're going to read verse 11. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herbs and yielding seeds, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed yields in itself upon the earth. And it was so. Let's keep reading verse 12. And the earth brought forth grass and herb and yielding seeds after his kind, and the tree yielding fruits, whose seeds was in itself after his kind. God saw that it was good. So we know with the trees and yielding seeds that herbs and they heal your body. So let's keep reading verse 6. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the prince of this world that come to nothing. See, a lot of people love speaking Satan wisdom, because Satan wisdom is man wisdom of this world. It ain't nothing, like the Father just said, it's nothing. So remember that the wisdom not to understand that you get from all these education books that in school is nothing. What you get out this book is everything. He'll lead you to other books that will show you even more. That when you're looking for definition of these words. Let's keep going. But we speak to the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Ooh, that started all the way back in the beginning with the Son. Ain't that something? Mystery, because reading this book is a mystery. That's how you get his wisdom, his knowledge, your understanding through this book, not man's book. Let's keep reading. Which none of the princes of this world knew. None of them know. None of these people of this world know about this book. They only know their own vainglory. They only know what man teaching them from Satan. Let's keep reading. That's them evil fruits they get. Let's keep going. Okay. For For had they knew it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. See, way back then, our people, they didn't know the book. They were with the book. The living book was with them in flesh, and they didn't know him. Ain't that something? Just like today, he with them again in flesh, within the book, and they don't want to pick it up and read it and know him. They want somebody else to read it for them. That's our people. They lazy in things they don't need to be lazy in. Let's keep going. Verse 9. But as it is written, I had not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God had prepared for them that love him. The Father prepared a lot for us that love him. A whole lot. We read them, salvation, everlasting life in the kingdom, be ruler over countries and people. Let's keep reading. But God had revealed them unto us by the Spirit. You only can get this if you're reading the Word. This Word in the Spirit. Let's keep reading. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deeps things of God. So, the deep things of the Most High. Father always searching us every day. He searches our mind every day. Seeing do we want to cling on to him, hold on to him, and read and get to know more about him, to understand the mysteries and things about him, to get these good fruits in us. Let's keep reading. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? What man know that? No man. Let's keep reading. Even so, the things of God knoweth no man, but the Spirit of God. So that's why he said try the Spirit by the Spirit. That's why when you read 1 John chapter 4, 1 through 6, he talking about this right here. Let's just keep reading. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God. He freely gave you the word so you can get this word freely. To get this spirit freely, the word. He didn't charge for this word. You can go nearby anywhere, probably pick up a Bible for free. Freely he give it to you. All you gotta do is read and trust in him and put action with the faith. Be a doer of the word. Freely he give it to you. Freely, just like I'm reading this book freely, no charge. He giving this wisdom, not understanding me, he can do the same for you. Let's keep reading. Which things also we speak not in the words which man wisdom teached it, but which the Holy Ghost teach, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. So you want to compare this book with the book, with the spiritual words, with the spiritual verses that come out this book, not with no man word. Them evil fruit, you can't compare with this. Let's keep reading. But the natural man receive not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolish unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritual discerned. Because they don't have the book in them. They believe what man say, that man doctrine. They don't believe this book, so they can't have them fruits of good spirits in them. They only have them fruits of evil spirits in them. Let's keep reading, family. But he that spiritual judge all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. No man. Can no man judge you when you're doing what this book tell you to do? Only the Father can judge you. Only the Father and the Son can judge you, because you're doing this spiritually. Can no man judge no spirit? He just told you that. But let's keep reading. The sum is up. This last verse is real. Verse 16. For who had known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mindset of Elohim. The only way you gonna have the mindset of Elohim, the Messiah, the great I am, King, King, Lord, Lord, if you get in the scriptures, the Son of the Father, of the Most High, Yah, if you get in these scriptures, and the only way you gonna get them fruits of the Spirit we just read, love, joy, peace, long service, gladness, goodness, faith, meeks, and temperance, if you get in this book and get to know the Father and the Son for yourself, not for nobody else, for yourself, for you can teach your family, this kingdom, the nation of Israel, these things. So with that said, Israel, I hope y'all got some out of this lesson. Try the Spirit by their fruits, Israel. With that said, peace and blessing, nothing but love this way, and nothing but love your way. That said, I love y'all, Israel. Happy Sabbath. Shalom.